up until that moment, and then you saw something that made you give a different perspective of it. This is what I've been trying to tell people about all martial arts. Like when you were looking at Fedor, whether you were looking at Kane, in the moment you can have an idea of how good someone is. You can have an idea of what's going to happen if they fight somebody else, but really you never know, and really you never know how good they're gonna, like how good it's gonna look until the whole thing's gone down. Perfect example is Ronda Rousey. Like if you look at Ronda Rousey, Ronda, when she was dominating women that, let's be honest, at that stage of women's MMA, it was flourishing, it was growing, but you had Gina Carano versus Cyborg, and that was the highest expression of women's MMA before the UFC. So you have Strikeforce. Strikeforce has some very good fights. Ronda shines, Misha shines, and then boom, they're in the UFC, and the women are sort of not, you know, you get Betch Kohea, you got Alexis Davis. You're not getting this. This is some next level shit. And this is what happens, man. Just like MMA from 97, 2017 has exploded and become a totally different thing. This is the same way.
Same with the women.
But that doesn't mean that Matt Hughes isn't one of the greatest fucking welterweights of all time. Even though Matt Hughes maybe doesn't stack up with today, you got to look at the time.
He's an iPhone 1. And
exactly.
he got an iPhone 6.
Watch your mouth. And at the time, iPhone 1 was sick.
Exactly.
But compared to the fucking 7.
It was fucking the best phone going.
Exactly.
But the world changes. And people change. And they change moment to moment, too. And the truth, like, the word truth, you know, we describe things with opinions and using limited language and all of these things, but the truth is the moment. The truth, you know, of all the cliches in fucking sports, the moment of truth is the fucking best one. Till you go into a fight and they say go, that is the moment of truth. It's fucking truth.
Can Ryzen do Cyborg versus Ronda?
No.
I don't think Ronda would ever
Contractually.
do that.
No.
First of all, I don't think contractually she could fight outside the UFC, and I don't think she would fight outside the UFC, and I definitely don't think she'd fight
not healthy.
Cyborg.
Eddie's trying to see people die.
She retires.
You want to see people
ends
die?
the contract once you retire, right?
No,
No.
I'm
It's
there forever.
retired. I'm retired. And as soon as I want to fight somewhere else, the UFC goes, cool, here's your contract.
Oh.
They freeze it.
Yep.
Oh.
Like Walt Disney. They freeze your ass.
Smart. Okay.
It's true.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not that simple, and I don't think she would do that anyway.
No.
No,
I think
that'd
most
be a
likely,
terrible idea.
Why not?
Because I think, first of all, Cyborg is probably walking around north of 190.
So nice.
I'm not
serious?
exaggerating.
Yeah.
She was doing deadlifts with 300. She's mad at me, by the way.
Who?
She blocked me on Twitter.
She don't
Cyborg.
like me either.
Cyborg, if you're listening, I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater, but I have to call him like I see him, good or bad. I tweeted a long time ago that I'd like to see the UFC open a 145-pound division so Cyborg could fight the people that are her weight
You're
class.
welcome, Cyborg.
But I was saying that a long time ago because this is even before all the controversy where me and Tony got in trouble for joking around about her. But I was saying, like, it's crazy to try to make this girl go to 35. She's not a 35-pound fighter. She should struggle to get to 45. Let her fight at 45 and let's see what's up.
Yeah.
Build it. They will come. They will be contenders.
It's going to take a while. Look
But-
at that fucking mullet.
She
What
got
are they
upset.
saying right here?
Hold
What
on
are
a
they
second, I'm in the
saying?
middle of something.
Can we
She got upset because they're saying, you know, I'm going to fight you and I'm going to win. That's
And then
what
she
they're
got
saying.
They
mad.
both did.
Yeah.
And one laughed at the other one.
She looks
But-
like a bad guy from Commando,
But,
an
oh,
80s
wait,
movie.
what?
So
What's going on here?
Cyborg was,
Oh,
she's
shit.
doing
Get it, girl.
crazy.
That's Russian dance.
Russian
No, that's
dance.
Russian twerking.
Yeah.
There are hard people.
Dude,
Even their
she's-
dances are
she's
hard.
She's rough.
There's the movement.
She's rough.
Talking about
That's a
that.
super athlete right there.
Next champ
Can
at
we see
135.
can we hear what she said?
Yeah, we can back it up
It's a
here.
wild
Back that
dance.
up.
I like
Jamie,
that
give us
dance.
some volume so we could hear that shit.
Cossack, dude.
She's a badass Cossack.
But anyway, about the Cyborg thing, I gotta tell the truth.
Yeah, you
on
might have to
both
wheel
sides.
kick a bitch. I hear you,
no,
Joe.
I gotta tell the truth on both sides, and she failed 2 USADA tests, not 1 but 2. You know, one of them was from a different drug, and this one is for some diuretic that's also used as a DHT inhibitor. This is not like, this is public news.
Yeah, that's not gossip.
You're being fair.
It's documented.
It is what it is. You know, she shouldn't have taken something that was banned, and it would never have been an issue. But
Here we go. Hold
let's
on,
hear
hold
this
on.
first.
I'd pay money to have her attack Tony and Brian.
What's that?
I want to see her
What'd
beat
Brian
you
do?
up.
Here we go.
I said, many people asked me before the fight, Valentina, you're a striker, Juliana is a wrestler, how you want to deal this?
How you want to deal with this?
I love it.
Great.
I'm a fighter,
Russia
and
rules.
I'm a complete fighter.
She is.
Also excellent in the clinch.
Ooh.
You showed the discipline you take to your training camps. Were you surprised at how successful you were at taking her down in round 1?
Really, I was working very hard. I was focused only on this fight. Thank you to my coach.
See, she waits for the knee, and look at this trip.
Beautiful. On
those-
one leg.
World class.
Yeah, I
Timing,
love
world
those.
class timing.
Amazing training camp, and this is the result.
Valentina, the champion, Amanda Nunes, is in the octagon.
Oh,
right now,
shit.
over there.
And she is not the slightest bit.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! They, nice,
hold on.
friendly smile.
God, their outfit is sick.
Pretty sure the next fight will be title show, and I'm very excited for take rematch and take this belt.
You guys gonna do? We're gonna do it again, and then we're gonna finish you. I'm gonna prove it that.
Let's do it one more time. You know, I every time said, be careful with your words, because every time it will come back to you.
I'm in the champion because I say it. I'm in the champion.
It is so
It's
hilarious.
broken English shit talking.
Broken English.
That was the funniest shit ever.
This is a broken
Someone needs
English
to make a video of that.
roast battle. It's a roast battle with broken English.
And it's
terrible.
hilarious.
And meanwhile, Eddie Bravo's like, play that back.
Yeah, Brady,
Dude,
what?
look at his
I'm trying
dance.
to do it.
Let's look at her
what the
dance
fuck
again.
could
Look at
they
her
be
dance.
saying?
Look at her
Dude,
dance,
she
man.
can dance.
Oh, dude. She's an athlete, man. She's so goddamn powerful.
That shit talking was so bad.
That's a
Damn,
pretty
that's
bad.
going to be a great fight. All of
Pretty
a
bad
sudden,
shit talking.
we're moving ahead. We're moving forward.
Yeah, they've
All
done
of
it
a sudden,
before, but yeah.
We're moving forward.
Yeah, we're moving forward. These
Yeah,
are
and
these
it's
are
like they had a
high-level
fight
fighters.
before. That's even better.
Yep.
This is a rematch. That's even better. No
And-
matter when it happened, you're going to get that tape and you're going to chop it up.
But what she said is so important, because what she said there is that you're seeing two real world champion caliber mixed martial artists. They can do everything. Nunes is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, choked out Misha Tate.
Hits like a tank.
Choked out Sarah McMahon. I mean, she's a beast, dude. She's nasty. Her fucking power punching. She's a long reach. She gets after it.
This
She's
is like-
super
this is
dangerous.
like-
I would fuck that cheeseburger up right now, by the way.
It looks good, right?
Right? If only it was healthy.
This is nice wine, Brian.
We don't play
Brian,
around.
Brian knows his shit.
Yeah.
He knows his shit when it comes to wine. He'll talk to a sommelier about grape locations,
Darn right I will, Bobby.
where they grow them on the hill.
Great locations. I will.
He
The
knows-
weather that
he
year.
knows the difference between a Burgundy and a Pinot.
Well, and actually, it's kind of the same.
We were talking about
Same grape. Same grape.
kind of the same about how people talked about wine 50 years ago, way different than they talk about and understand wine now. And that's the same thing with fighting and what we see. Those women are so much better than women's fighting was 1 year ago.
I can't
and
believe
2
you're
years
comparing
ago.
it to wine.
Oh, fuck
but yeah,
it is.
But you're right.
The details.
Well, it's interesting
the
how quick it
subtleties.
happened. It's just it took a while for them to get into the UFC, and then it took a while for them to find their place. And then, like when you see like someone like Joanna, like when Joanna, it was super evident when Joanna fought Carla Esparza and when she fought Juliana Pena. When she fought, Jessica. When she fought Jessica Penne. Jessica Penne.
Penne.
Not
I know, I always
Pena.
mess it up,
I
too.
fucked it up. When she
Yeah.
fought Jessica Penne, it was a murking. You know, it was nasty. She was smashing her and slicing her up with
I
elbows.
call it nip tuck. She gave her a nose job.
It was rough. It was rough. And when you see that, you're like, okay, well, this didn't exist before. When you watch those kind of lightning fast combinations, that front kick to the face she hits those girls with, bang, she just digs the hips in. That nasty long jab that she has, just super high level striking. And I think when you see that and you open the door to that, it's like we were talking about before about Yair. You build it and they will come. All these other women are going to step into that and they'll fill that void
Just the
and
level.
rise up to that level.
Yeah, the base level rises.
Yeah.
Like the base
Jamie,
level,
kill that
the
TV.
average level goes up. You know, the,
Damn, I was still watching like another fight was
the
going.
lowest
Yeah, we can
level
watch
guy.
another fight, but that's some news.
No, I thought
can't
it
watch
was.
TV
That's
news.
over.
Watch out,
No,
Nogueira.
no, you
Tim
can't watch
Sylvia
that.
Nogueira.
You want to watch that?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Can we get that
a great
on?
fight.
Is it on Fight
Love
Pass?
it.
I think it's on Fight Pass. See if you can find it on Fight Pass.
See if you
Tim
can get
Sylvia
Donna
versus-
5000 Kimbo up.
Don't.
Hey, I hate what that fight represented, but anytime I was going to say athletes. I don't know if maybe you got
Kimbo's
me
an
on this
athlete.
one.
Kimbo's an
And
athlete.
what
Kimbo
about,
was
what
an
about
athlete.
Hoy's Ken Shamrock? That was a great fight.
Yeah.
And
The
they
new
were
one?
50.
I mean,
Yeah, people watched it. It got crazy.
was an
ratings. I couldn't wait for it to start.
Did you enjoy the fight?
Yeah.
You couldn't wait for it?
Why do you got to be young to fight? Old dudes
yeah,
can fight.
I agree.
What about
I enjoy
that?
every
They should have
That's
an
what
old
we
man
need.
league.
We need to
Yeah.
have an old dude.
We need a
fighting
senior
65
championship.
and over.
We need a
And
senior
and
tour.
we have like obstacles, like fucking garbage cans and shit, things laying around.
On a
pizza
football
box,
field. Two
pizza
grandpas,
box.
football field, no rules.
Fuck, I
cage
like
looks
the way
like a
you think,
club.
Brendan
And listen,
Schaub.
we leave pizza boxes laying all around the field, so dudes slip on them and shit, and they fight on grass, wet grass, like right after the sprinkler sprinklers. The sprinklers kick on, and the crowd roars because that means the fight's about to start.
That's the
So we
fifth
have
round.
That would
Sit
change
right
a
on the
lot.
Come on.
We have
You might as well
sprinklers,
fight on skates.
and then you have dudes come out and they throw the pizza boxes down, and they have guys come in and place the garbage cans.
a
The
terrible
garbage
idea.
cans are filled with like fucking used cat food cans and shit. It's all fucked up diapers. Like
What?
Yeah, because you gotta plow into them. It's gonna be like
Plow.
old dude
And then
fighting
and
championships,
then you got
and then.
super hot cheerleaders.
But hold on,
like,
before they get started, they get drunk. The dudes sit there and they drink.
Just the
have
seniors.
Everybody, like, you have to have at least 4 drinks before the fight starts. They pour them out. They stare at each other at the bar. They do the shots, and then the doctor goes, "Okay, we're good." They should be
75
drunk,
minutes.
and they push them out there.
We could just do that. You just go downtown LA if you want.
No, that's crack, bro. It's not healthy.
The thing about any of those changes you just made, they all change everything.
Yeah.
Like change any one thing and everything changes. If we suddenly allow like kicks to the head of a down opponent, 4 points is a whole different game. Every
Totally
position is
different
different.
position.
I like it.
You change. I think we were talking about it. I think there should be no rules of any kind. And I
What
don't
about
mean
eye
for the
gouging?
eye gouging, biting, everything. And I don't
When
mean
are you going to have this?
Yep.
Go back
So-
to Canada.
so-
What island is this going to be
That's
on?
insane.
Is
That's
that
my-
fucking
no, it's
not
the South
fighting, that's-
Pacific?
So this is a parallel universe in which we could do this, where it isn't a sport. Nobody will watch this.
Let me get to you right here. What if regenerative medicine reaches a point where they can literally shoot stem cells right into your eyeballs, grow you a new eyeball, 100% guarantee? It's like it's no different than you getting one stitch. You know, like you get a cut that needs one stitch. You
It's
know,
your eyeball.
it's nothing. But they're just going to shoot. You know that they do that now with third-degree burns. Dudes have horrible burns all over their arms. They spray them with stem cells, and your skin grows back in like a matter of a few days. It's amazing.
Really?
People who are scarred for life now have no visible
That's cool,
scars
man.
whatsoever.
What?
Even
Yes.
old
Come
scars?
on.
It works on
No,
old
no,
scars?
no. It has to be fresh. It has to be fresh. But while you have all that damage all over your body, they spray stem cells all over your body, and your body just grows tissue.
be
It
true.
looks
What if you
amazing.
recut
Jamie,
the scar?
pull it
You
up.
go,
Pull it
That's
up.
fucking
And
amazing.
then spray it.
No. Well, maybe.
That's
a good idea.
I love
Maybe. That might
technology.
work. Oh, it's amazing. I mean, that's probably the future. But once they reach that point where a guy biting your nose off doesn't really mean you lost your nose.
Right.
That's
All
so
you have to do is
sick.
spray it. Then you take pictures. Hey, I'm at the gym with fucking look up my nose cavity. It'll be doctor says another 3 days. My
so
nose
How
comes
about you
back.
stick your head in fire for 3 seconds?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Check this.
Spray
Check
me
this.
quick.
Look up there.
Yeah.
Eddie,
This
look
is
up there.
crazy.
Eddie, look up there. Look at this. See before, after. Fucking massive
Was it
burns.
a black person before, white after?
Yeah, you turn white, but you're healthy. No.
Oh,
Look, it sprays the victim's own stem cells onto the wounds, and it regenerates tissue at a fucking ridiculously fast rate.
It didn't say
Look at
that.
No, it does, man. Look, you could go into it online and see the studies that they've shown, but it's fucking amazing. Severe
Oh my
burns, and they're able to do this
90
procedure. Yeah, 90 minutes, and within weeks, they're 100% healed.
That's insane.
Permanent
sick.
results within days. Look at that. Stem cells regenerate the skin, leaving no scars.
So
now,
now
is
we
this, do we know this is legit?
What
'Cause it's
the
remote
fuck?
care.
No, this is 100%.
Is this real?
Okay.
100%.
Sounds like a scam.
No, that's a
Bro,
lab.
It's on
What
YouTube.
is it, from NASA?
Eddie, it's on
Yeah.
YouTube. And
What
it's in
it-
the library.
Oh, it's on
Both.
YouTube. It's on YouTube. You
shit.
saw this on YouTube, or
In
did
the
you see this in the
library.
library?
I just said that.
It's
You went
both,
to the
son.
library.
Both.
Yeah.
It's both.
He went
YouTube
to
and
the Dewey
library.
Decimal System and he looked it up.
It's double
When
proven.
was the last time you went to the library, Brendan?
What is a library?
He'd been reading.
Oh,
lot,
we
I'll
went
tell
to
you
a
that much.
library in Vancouver this
And
one.
did.
What
Yes, we
research
did.